The book of Acts tells us about the extraordinary conversion of Saul of Tarsus. So radical was his life change that he eventually even left behind his name and became better known as Paul the Apostle. It's difficult to overestimate the impact the 13 letters he wrote to the churches, which were scattered all over the known world in the first century. One of the more familiar letters is to the Ephesians. Ephesus was a city located in modern-day Turkey, east of Greece, north of Egypt and Saudi Arabia. Situated on the coast of the Aegean Sea and bordering key trade routes, Ephesus flourished. The city boasted of large marble buildings like a stadium built in 3 BC that hosted sporting events, chariot races, and gladiator competitions. But the principal attraction and main feature of the city was the Temple of Artemis, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. Ephesus embraced the worship of Artemis and adopted her as the patron deity of the city. Coins were even minted with her likeness. Cult rituals were well known and attracted thousands every year to the pagan celebrations. The city also developed a strong culture of magic and was known for supernatural phenomena. Paul's 2-year stint in Ephesus, recorded in the book of Acts, makes references to evil spirits and those who practice sorcery. Despite these oppositions and challenges, Ephesus was a good place to establish a church because it was an economic, political, and religious hub. Paul's preaching and the church in general thrived in this city and quickly had a huge effect. The new converts to Christianity had such a resolute commitment to Christ as the only true God that it didn't take long to undermine the influence of idol worship and impact commercial trade. Acts 19 records the stunning conversion testimonies. Also, many of those who had believed kept coming, confessing, and disclosing their practices. And many of those who practiced magic brought their books together and began burning them in the sight of everyone. And they counted up the price of them and found it 50,000 pieces of silver. So the word of the Lord was growing mightily and prevailing. Their influence was so great that a riot eventually broke out because the shopkeepers blamed Paul and the new church for interfering with their ability to sell miniature idols to the travelers in the city. And what was it that motivated Paul to take the message of Christ to Ephesus? Dr. Stanley explains.
Paul didn't say, well, I'm going to the small places where it's quiet and peaceful. Why should I get mixed up in big cities like Corinth and Ephesus and cities like these in Rome where there's so much going on? I want to go somewhere it's easier. But Paul knew that his message was superior to any message that ever existed. There is no message to equal the gospel of Jesus Christ. And that is that Jesus Christ came into this world, the only begotten Son of the only one eternal God, laid down His life at Calvary to pay the sin debt of the entire world. And every single one who would respond to the resurrected Christ will be saved.